how miniatures make every game better, excepting for one, of course, which, in my opinion, would be Vampire the Masquerade, because there's not enough miniatures. I think, though, my abstract thing where I like draw a city and then draw like circles in the city that represent points of interest, that would actually work pretty good with Vampire, especially if the player characters are moving around, like they're not all hanging out together, they're just going different places. So yeah, that would probably be a good idea to do. Now, I wonder where my brother is. See, that's the first thing I think about whenever I wake up every morning. I wonder where my brother is. What's he's doing, what's he's into, what's up with him. Chad had a pretty good show last night. And then I ended up on Bear's Late Night with Bear show, which was pretty crazy. There's my brother. See, I was just talking about how, like, the first thing that goes through my mind every morning is, I wonder how my brother's doing. And then you show up. Very cool. I hope you're feeling good. I am painting miniatures, as always, because miniatures make just about every game. What's up, Crafting Gamer? Better. Now, I am going to be finding my phone today. I know where it is, actually, and taking a bunch of pictures of all the 40K terrain I have, and then putting it in a big cardboard box and putting it for sale. Michael, how you doing, homie? You're playing Doom. Well, you could take a break for a little while. I did. Um, Good to see you, Michael. But I mean, and another question here would be like another thought. And I know a lot of people aren't, don't care enough to actually think about it. But of all the miniature companies out there, like which ones do you think are your favorite? And no, this doesn't mean which ones actually make the best miniatures, because, you know, there's a lot of companies out there that make really good miniatures, but the companies themselves are absolute trash. Uh, I mean, one that immediately springs to mind, obviously, is Games Workshop. They make really cool figures, mainly because everybody loves the lore. But their company is ran by the absolute worst people. So, that sucks, especially as I'm sitting here painting Games Workshop figures, which I bought secondhand. So, I, you know, I guess Games Workshop got some money from it, but I bought it from some other guy who had bought a bunch of stuff, decided they weren't actually interested in the game, and decided to sell it. And at that same time, I am selling off all of my 40K stuff. So, yeah, at some point today, I'm going to grab a bunch of stuff that I'm going to put up for sale, take some relatively decent pictures, and then throw it up on my marketplace, which is not easy since I don't ship to anywhere. So when people are all like, yeah, I want to buy your product, I'm all like, okay, cool, bring cash. And for some people, it's like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, bring cash. It's here, bring cash. I don't BMO. I don't have any of that bullshit. I'm not going to take your check. Bring cold hard cash money. At which point, you know, I will give you probably the thing you wanted to buy, and then probably like a ton of other stuff that I just want to get rid of, that I don't feel like I'm going to make a lot of money on. Like one guy came in and he bought the Indominus box. I ended up giving him a bunch of pre-painted Primaris Space Marines I had laying around, like 20 of them or so. And the reason is one, after the Primaris Space Marines, I don't care. And two, made him feel real good about the fact that he drove all the way from the East Coast to Orlando. That's like a 45-minute drive, man. So not only did I cut him like a $20 discount because of the, the long drive and everything, but I also gave him some extra stuff. So the things I am thinking about getting rid of are some terrain, because I have a ton of 40K terrain that I'm never going to use because it's too 40K. You know what I mean? Like it would never work with any other futuristic game. And I've already got, tons of generic futuristic terrain. So, and the other thing I'll be selling will be all of my Chaos Demon armies. And that will include my Keeper of Secrets, my Heralds of Slaanesh. I've got a couple of them, different ones. All of my Juggernauts, Bone Crushers or whatever. They'll all be going. The Hounds will be going. The Herald of Khorne will be going. And then I'll probably be getting rid of the Great Unclean One and all of the Nurglings and everything too. They'll all be gone. It'll all be gone. I'm thinking I'll sell the Death Company stuff I've got separately, because I've had so much of it, the tanks and the, all the little, things like that, the little drones and whatever. But the Plague Bears riding the giant flies, they'll go with the demons. So, and I don't know if I'll sell all the demons as one big lot for like a ton of money, or hey, there's Hunger.
Hey, my brother.
Hey, my brother.
What are you doing?
I've been talking about it.
I know. Are you planning on selling my elves?
I haven't made up my mind.
Why don't you just send them to me instead?
If you really want those elves, I will set them aside, and the next time somebody's heading up your way, I will send them up.
I really want those elves.
Okay. I mean, I don't think I'd be able to get too much for the elves anyway, because it's a small army. And it does have the knight, though.
Yeah, it's a undead elf army, so it's a very
got all those knights.
It's a niche army.
Yeah, it's a very niche army. The problem is, I mean, who are you going to play against?
I'm sure there's a game shop up here in Knoxville area. My shit is getting ready to die. Give me a second. I'm going to get back to my base
On your computer?
on the computer.
No, my Great Unclean One is not Forge World. It's actually the plastic kit that they were selling for like $100 and something a while back. And I equipped it with the sword and the chains with the bells, and then covered it with like frickin' snotlings all over it. Now, Hungar used to play that army a lot. But then he read the Horse Heresy books, and after he finished reading the first 3 books of the Horse Heresy series, he completely stopped playing any Chaos Marines. So, there's that. Because he couldn't stand the I guess reading those books made it a lot more personal. Because when he and I started playing back in Rogue Trader, but really second edition is when we started actually playing hardcore. Because Rogue Trader was kind of all over the place, honestly. Being chaos and being like, screw the Emperor's a tool, he sucks, whatever, was like kind of okay, not really a big investment in anything, right? You're being the rebellious ones, right? But then you read the Horse Heresy books and you find out exactly how traitorous and evil that the traitor Primarchs were. And it totally changes, like, a lot of people's views. Now, I don't want to, like, I'm going to, but if he comes back, he can speak for himself here. A big part of it is he could not stand the way the Primarchs that become traitors betrayed their own brothers the way they did. Like, that was kind of a no-go for him, That was like, no. That is the Rubicon, It's like, it's one thing to play Chaos Marines that hate the Emperor for being, a tyrant and blah, 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 right? It's another thing entirely to, betray your own brothers and set them up to be murdered, because you're just a dick. And my Hungar places a lot of emphasis on brotherhood, you know what I mean? So he just could never forgive the Chaos Marines for what they did. And that's kind of when he stopped playing, Chaos. Because prior to that, he'd always played Chaos or Orcs.
My phone went from 57% charged to the time I got onto the restream with you to 0.
Yeah, it's a good phone.
Yeah, I hate my damn phone.
I was just explaining to people why you stopped playing Chaos.
Because I couldn't play people who killed their own brothers.
Yep.
Hey, Shadwo.
Hey, Shadow. So Hungar switched to Orcs for a while, and then he switched to his damn undead.
I started off with Orcs.
Yeah. Oh, I was telling people the other day about the Great Gretchen of Doom.
Oh, yes.
Hungar's army had like one Gretchen. I attacked with a squad of Space Marines, Blood Angels, no less. And that Gretchen killed every one of them.
Oh, there's Michael Stronghold, too. What up, Mike? Yeah, and I had my little Snotling sitting on the flagpole on top of my vehicle. Like,
yeah. That was the fun time. Second edition was a pretty fun game.
Second edition was the best.
Did it make a lot of sense? No. Was it fun to chuck a void grenade on the table and just step back and watch where it goes?
Was the shock attack gun the funnest thing ever?
Well, yes. Because of what they would read. It's like you fire the shock attack gun, you hit the enemy, then you roll on a chart to see what happens. And when it says stuff like Snotlings materialize inside the Terminator armor with the Space Marine and then just start pooping themselves so that the Space Marine just dies in Snotling diarrhea, it's like, That's kind of funny, you know.
Snotling materializes inside of the Space Marine alive and proceeds to chew his way out.
Tui was really, really good because of all of the just weird shit that, like, they just put weird stuff into it. It was like, you know, like orcs, certain orc tribes, that the more primitive ones, what are they called? The ones that wear blue. Snake bites. They had a special weapon that was basically just the primitive catapult, but it shot a big basket of evil ass hornets. And these hornets could bore right through armor. And so when you'd fire the catapult at the enemy, you'd put the template down of the hornets, which was like a 3-inch template. And then every round it just moved randomly. So, and that's the same with a void grenade. I mean, if you hit with a void grenade, awesome, because whatever it touches is instantly destroyed. But it's going to be on the table for 1d6 turns, just randomly wandering around, you know, effing everything up. And that can be an issue.
My orc army was always interesting because I'd say, hey, bro, I'm going to play this army. And then I'd play Goths because James wanted to play Goths.
Because the Goths are the best. Let's be honest.
Because you like them don't mean that they're the best.
Do you know what Goth is orcish for?
But
Goth.
Oh, I want to.
Which is why they always wear black.
I don't need your back talk, you little messy. Get your bone.
Oh, you're talking to the dog. I was like,
yeah. Why would I call you little messy?
Like that? All right.
I want to go off topic a little bit and laugh about Jimmy Kimmel.
Political, no.
No, it's not political. It's about laughing about Jimmy Kimmel.
That's political.
He told his best joke. Get your bone, you silly little.
I mean, he deserves what he gets. But so anyway, that's what's going on with me, guys.
What?
Tui was really good. It was kind of crazy. We're like, if you shot a vehicle with a las cannon, you put like that clear thing down on top of a view of the vehicle, and then you rolled die 10s, and then like kind of triangulated where the die 10 went, and that would tell you where you hit the vehicle, if you hit the vehicle. And then, you know, then you'd roll on a chart to see if you penetrate the armor. And I mean, everything was a lot more convoluted, but at the same time, it was a lot more fun because there was just, see, it's a shame because these young bloods out here playing 40K now, like 9th and 10th edition shit.
They don't know.
They're never going to know what it used to be like when 40K was basically a hobbyist's dream. You could build anything you wanted. No one gave a shit about literally much of anything. And you could show up to the comic shop with pretty much whatever you had.
Yeah, back in the day when White Dwarf was actually putting prints out and instructions on how to make stuff yourself.
Yeah, I say that all the time, you know.
That was the glory days of 40K when they're like, hey, yeah, we don't actually make this model, but if you want it, here's how you can make it. And yes, you can use it on any tournament. And it was like, yeah.
That was before they even gave a shit about tournaments. So, like, the rules were really wacky because no one gave a shit about how fair they were or not, because no one was playing tournaments. You're showing up to hang out with the bros, throw some dice, like, and you are right. I remember the one White Dwarf magazine that came out, and it's like,
do you want to
we don't make a model for the Gobsmasher, but here's the thing. Take these pages and glue them to some cereal box and cut all the shapes out and then glue them all together. And guess what? You'll have
I remember when I was like, do you want to build a Stompa? Well, here's instructions on how to do it.
Oh, they also did it with the Space Marine bunker.
Yep, they were.
So you want to build a Space Marine bunker? Here's
They're
how it
completely kit bash friendly, and it was just coming right out of Rogue Trader, where that game was just a hot mess of just random ideas. Like every first edition, it seems like every second edition of any game is like the best. Not too ED&D though, because AD&D was the second edition, but they were just uh, perfecting what they originally had come up with, and they hadn't gotten that whole corporate mentality up their keisters.
Nice
I
shirt,
think
Shadwell.
Hey, thanks. I was wearing it in honor of you for my game last night and my Conan review this morning.
Somebody sent a message on James's Discord of some girl wearing this shirt in San Antonio, Texas, at a taco place.
Yeah, I would say that would have to be either Nerdy Ogre or Bruce Lombardo,
It was. I can tell you who it was.
since they are the ones I know of that live in Texas.
Dead communists are best.
Oh, geez,
That's
I'm not
Bruce.
sure who that is.
That's Bruce Lombardo.
Yeah,
Oh.
and there's a girl at a taco place wearing this shirt.
That could be his wife.
That could be
Maybe.
his wife.
Like, no, she works at the taco place.
Still could be his wife.
Yeah, it's still
You know,
awesome.
sometimes wives have jobs. Personally, I disagree with the whole idea, even though my wife makes all the money. But
It says
still,
Miriam, the greatest waitress at Ojos Locos, has a shirt of Hungar now.
or maybe it's just a waitress that he, goes there and he eats and he's like, "Hey, you want a shirt?"
Or maybe she liked it and he ordered one for her.
Yeah,
Or maybe he told her where to
number of
get it.
things that could be going on.
Maybe he told her where to get it and she went on and bought it herself.
Yeah.
All I know is it's just awesome that there's people in Texas wearing my t-shirt to work.
I mentioned this last night when we were doing the squirrel live stream right after Bruce James's show.
The squirrel
Jackie's still
life.
waiting for his shirt, man.
Is
Squirrel
Squirrel
is?
okay? Or were you just like talking about how awesome he was?
Well, Squirrel had sent me this huge box of books, including the Dying Earth Kickstarter, Dungeon Crawl Classics, Mutant Crawl Classics, the Monty Python role-playing game, and some other stuff, including a couple of plastic coconuts and a sash. Just a whole bunch of cool, kick-ass shit he sent me, just because he's the greatest guy in the world, And we got to talking, and reminded me that Jackie's still waiting for his shirt for painting up such a stellar version of Hungar the Starvarian.
Yeah, I know. I need to go on and order some shirts.
It's only been about a year, so
Hey,
par for the course.
hey,
Hey,
I will get it.
I mean, Christmas is just right around the corner.
My
I
old
don't
lady
know.
was
You're saying you'll get it, but he's saying it's been like a year.
my old lady. It's been since April.
So it's like
No,
I'm sitting
My
here
old
like,
lady was bitching at me yesterday because she still hasn't got her Hungar shirt. I'm a slacker.
yeah.
I mean, what you want to be?
Gold
When you grow
cracker.
up, a Toys R Us kid.
No, hanging out in Hewlett Packard.
Yeah.
It's
But,
all good, bro.
Paying my bills with my mad programmer skills. But
What kind
anyway,
of chip you got in there, Dorito?
the second edition was good. Third edition was pretty good. But third edition is when the powers that be at 40K started being like, let's get rid of some of the weirder shit. And the thing was that, I mean, the weirder shit was kind of the fun stuff,
And the thing about it is it was like any game company out there nowadays. It seems like they started out as just a bunch of dudes wanting to have fun, make a game, and play a game. And then
Right.
they become a company. They become a business. And then they stop thinking about the fun shit that they can have running a game company, playing the game, and they start
Right.
thinking about bottom line.
Well, I think really, yeah, the main thing that destroyed there's two things that actually kind of wrecked Games Workshop. One of them is that all of the original creators pretty much retired. You know, they went on to do other things. So
yeah, I was gonna say they didn't really retire. I mean, hell, Jervis Johnson and Andy Chambers are still making games, and that's
yeah,
you
but
know,
not for Games Workshop.
we're right. But it's like, 30, 40 years later, and they're still pumping out cool shit. I guess I want to say it's cool. I really don't know.
Yeah, it don't matter though, because guess what? It has nothing to do with 40K.
All right, I'll be AFK for a second.
So all the original 40K guys that made this game that was supposed to be just fun pretty much ended up retiring out. And then 40K started allowing itself to be, like traded on the market.
Yeah.
And as soon as you start letting stocks and, paying dividends to investors, blah, 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 then all of a sudden your ownership of your own company becomes a lot less.
Well, yeah,
well, I
because
mean,
you're
let's
now
face it,
beholden to fiscal responsibility. If you don't make a profit for your backers, they can literally sue you.
Exactly.
And let's be fair, it is part of the dream. It's just the part that most people rail against. But if you become actually successful, at something like this, the temptation and the money that gets thrown at you, it's hard to, probably resist. I'll never know.
Wow. Why do you think I'm working so hard on Heroic and Valorous? Because someday I hope someone rolls up the truck of money and throws a bunch of money at me, and I'll be like, I don't resist. I put up no resistance. Take me now, you money daddies. Like, come on, man.
Okay, you heard it here first.
Oh, I'll sell out in a fucking heartbeat. Always have said I would never made any fucking illusions otherwise. I'm 55.
So basically,
I've
like
busted my ass my whole life. I deserve a fucking paycheck now.
the real big fish song.
Which one?
Well, I wish you
Oh,
all the
wow.
luck in the world, Bear. I think out of all of us, you got what it takes to do it. But then
Well, I
again, it
appreciate
depends
that.
on who you include in that big old lump. Because
When I have a big pile of money, right, I'm gonna do something really cool. First of all, I'm gonna buy a big old house, right, somewhere. I don't know where, but one of them
You're
big old
Canadian.
kinds.
Shouldn't you just be able to go out to a
I
creek,
might even come
start
to the
gathering
States.
up flat rocks and shit?
I might even come to the States. You never know. If I got enough money,
Doesn't that
fuck,
count
you
as
know.
money for you guys?
Okay, that's enough of your that. Yeah, you're just being mean. Now you're just being mean.
Start hunting some beavers.
Well, hunting beaver is a sport, but it's neither here nor there.
It's like, what are we talking about?
Anyway, the point is I buy a house, a nice house, somewhere close enough to major transportation my friends can come visit. And then, since I don't have to work anymore because I just invest my fucking money to make profit off of it, I just host amazing games in my house. Come on over. We're going to do it's a long weekend. Fly in and take the train, whatever. We're going to play for 3 days straight. Let's go ahead. And then I die fucking happy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I do it with my friend who got all his money from his parents' inheritance. He got the inheritance, the house sale, and their stock portfolio. He refuses to date. And I'm like, why? He goes, because I have money now. So the minute I start dating, some bitch is going to come after my money. I'm like, yeah, but don't you get lonely? He goes, I can pay $250 to stop being lonely for a few hours. And I was like, God damn, I admire that. I fucking
No,
admire that.
you know what? Who was that race car driver who coined the phrase? We don't pay them for sex; we pay them to leave.
Yeah.
I don't know, Richard Petty, maybe?
No, he's
Ricky
an
Bobby.
Italian race car driver, and they were giving him a hard time because he doesn't date; he just bangs hookers.
Ricky Bobby.
No, he's Italian, like literally from Italy, lives in Italy. I could look it up, but I wanted to comment. The only hunting I was ever interested in was deer faces and bear asses.
He's a 100% snatch hunter.
It's a lot of guys these days are like, Well, I can either date a chick who's been with, multiple digit guys, or, a couple times a month, I could just get me a hooker and then
Kind of slingshot.
live my life the way I want to.
Well, like my buddy was giving me shit the other day. Not shit, but he's trying to. He goes like, as I was mentioning, I'm starting to feel a little bit of an urge to maybe find a church to start going to because I'm starting to feel the world's a little fucking demonic, And he's like, "Well, that's a great place, man." I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "Well, you could meet some women and finally get like a woman to live with you, and you could, she'll take care." I'm like, "Dude, I want to put a poster up. Guess what I do? I put the fucking poster up. I don't have to have a conversation with the cats about, is this okay if I put this poster up? Does this poster tie the room together? I don't have to fucking have that conversation. I'm good."
I agree with you. If I want to put something in my room, I do it. And if my old lady wants to say something about it, I say, "Shut up and get on the street, make me some money."
There you go, Hungar. There you go. Pimping ain't easy, Hungar. Pimping ain't easy.
Well, she does. She is a truck driver, so she is out on the streets making me money.
But
Yeah.
see, the one thing I think Bear said that might be a little bit wrong
Mm-hmm.
is that he doesn't discuss whether he wants to hang posters up or not with the cats. And that could explain some of their behavior on occasion.
Meaning
when they jump up on your lap and try to eat your mic and bite your nose.
oh no, the cats are acting like cats and not little disciplined fucking junior humans. Shut up. What a crazy. I should beat them.
It
You know what? You're
could be
right. I
that
should
the
beat them.
cats are all like, "Hey, you know that thing you did like a month ago? Now I'm going to bite your nose."
No, they're not. They wait till I'm
Because
asleep
we all
to do
know that
shit.
cats are just women in little fur coats.
They are, but mine wait until I'm asleep to disrupt me because it works better for them that way.
Yeah, nothing like 2:00 zoomies.
Oh no,
I'll
no,
tell you what.
nothing like. Hey, this door's closed, but my paw fits just enough under it that I can go thum, 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 for an hour.
You know what's fun? I'll be asleep in my bed, and my possum, he'd be like, "Hey, my food dish isn't as full as I want it to be, so I'm going to dump it out on the bottom of my cage, and then I'm going to pick it up with my mouth and start banging it against the metal bars, screaming out Attica and shit like I'm in prison."
And this is a good pet because why?
No, he's hilarious.
People who have possums for pets are the same kind of people who have ferrets for pets.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You
What's
know?
it like being a hippie girl there, Hunger?
It's nice. I don't have to shave my armpits. I've got this massive 70s bush kicking.
I got a Swedish deodorant crystal that I use.
That's right.
Well, I was
Mr.
surprised the other day, and I think I mentioned this to Sacha when I saw him, that apparently one of the weird things Americans do that Finns don't understand is we bathe a lot. And in Finland, if you bathe more than like once every 3 or 4 days, they start thinking there's something wrong with you. Well, I'm like, it's a good thing it's cold in Finland,
Yeah, no, but there's also I saw a really amazing article a couple of years ago where they were talking about the overbathing of Western culture to the point where we wash essential oils off of our skin, which is why we get these like weird skin lesions and pimples and shit like that, like we just North Americans get in general,
Right.
because we tend to just fucking not let our say. Okay, what is part of your digestive system? Here's a perfect example. Chewing and digesting your food, right? Chewing and swallowing is part of your digestion. Immediately after you're done that, your body starts releasing saliva into your teeth to start killing anything that might be harming your teeth. Now, it's not a perfect system, especially with all the shit we eat, but it starts. People who immediately go brush their fucking teeth after a meal are interrupting that process and exposing their teeth to greater potential for damage as a result. But we've been programmed to think we got to brush our fucking teeth all the time, like crazy people. So I brush in the morning when I get up. I live my fucking day. And then before I go to bed, I brush my fucking teeth again. And that's it. I see people like they have a snack and they're at the fucking thing brushing their teeth. It's like, holy fuck.
All right. Whoever says you don't need to shower often, they've been listening to Indian propaganda too much.
No, you got to shower. Like, it's okay to shower with water every day. but the using of the soaps and body washes and all that shit every couple of days. Otherwise, your skin never gets a chance to replenish its oils because they're getting stripped away, and it's doing more damage
Hey,
to your skin.
is this something that it was saying, like things to know if you date a Finnish woman?
She a little stinky?
That they do not bathe, but about once every 3 or 4 days. And if you do, they consider it weird. Also, if they decide they want to go to the movies with their male friend and you have a problem with it, they'll probably break up with you.
Fascinating.
That's why I don't date Finnish chicks. They
Also,
smell bad.
most of them will sleep with you before they date you.
That's Icelandic women are like that for sure.
So it's like,
That's all crazy shit, man.
Well, they teach men that are moving to Iceland. It's part of like their social programming. Is to go, listen, just because she sleeps with you on the first date that you go out does not mean she wants a long-term relationship with you. This is how Finns are. Icelandic are. They sleep with people first and then decide if they want to have a relationship or not.
Because if you suck at throwing pipe, they don't want nothing to do with you.
Exactly. And you know what? God bless them. God bless these ladies for knowing what they want. The guys are the same way up there too. God bless them. It's their culture. Who are we to judge? Oh wait, hang on. Look how perfectly split this panel is. You've got me and Hungar on this side going, nah, do what you want, fuck, have a good time. And then you got the Christian brothers over here, fuck, you know?
I was actually just trying to carefully paint around that triangle.
No, you got me right. I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, it's okay, but you're married and you have what you need, so you don't have to worry about it.
Well, I don't know if I have what I need.
Well then, where's your God now, sir?
That's the guy who was just talking about going to church.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Really? You
I'm
been
actually
thinking
thinking
about
about. I'm starting to feel there's a very okay. Listen, all right, here we go. Let's
Hey.
start the woo-woo meter before I continue this statement, and you guys can determine how you can determine how woo-woo I'm being when I say the next thing I say. I am starting to believe there is a demonic presence in this fucking world that has corrupted and infiltrated mainstream society to the point that it is destroying the human soul. It is the Watchers. It is the Nephilim, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's that thing every religion talks about. It's what fucking David Icke talks about, the fucking 8th dimensional demon, the lizard people, whatever it is. I'm firmly starting to believe there's something untowards working against us.
I've been saying it for a while. I don't know how long, but you are not even remotely near wrong. You're so right there, on point. But so many people just don't want to hear it.
Well, I'll tell you what I think, Shadow, and I'll tell you this with honesty. Ever since I stopped chasing pussy, I've got a lot more clarity in my world. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
No, I totally.
We will turn off our own screaming minds when hunting pussy. We will literally, they'll be like our brain going, "Oh, danger! What's wrong with you? I may give him a dick suck."
I can
I don't really think it's. I'm not going to say that I agree with that last part 100%. There's some truth to that, but there's also some truth to age comes wisdom.
No, I agree with Bear with this 100%. Shadow, hate to disagree with you, brother, but once you stop chasing that tail, once you're no longer thinking about, I'm going to get my dicks up.
I would go like 60, 40, 30.
How long you been married for, Shadow? How many years you been married?
I don't know, over 20.
Oh, exactly. So you got this clarity 20 fucking years ago. So now it doesn't make sense to you anymore because you can't remember what life was before.
No, because believe it or not, it wasn't until
he didn't get the clarity. He just got paid a lot of money to marry a Mexican.
I did not get paid a dime to do that. I was flat broke. She had way more money than I did, but now I have way more than she does. No, it was Jackie. Honestly, when Jackie was born, which was many years later, because we
Okay, how old is Jackie? 15, 16?
17.
17. So you've had 17 years to be about this clarity.
We were married for about we were together more than 5 plus. We were married about 5 years before Jackie. We had Jackie very late in life.
You ever
I'm
notice Hungar? He argues like he's not even listening to you at some points.
Yeah.
He's just got a point
Well,
he
'cause I'm
wants to
trying to
make.
get a
And you're
point out
wrong, and he's just going
before
to
I,
keep
no,
going
I'm
with
trying
it.
to get a point out before I forget.
I'm just fucking with you, man. Relax.
But it wasn't until I saw my boy at a certain point that I because I was like done with religion for a good long time, and when I saw Jackie at a certain point, and I realized how much that darkness you were talking about wants to destroy him,
Mm-hmm.
the light switch came on, and I'm like, oh shit, I've got to do everything I can, learn everything I can to be ready to defend him until he can do so for himself.
He
And in
was
doing
done with
that,
religion back when he was involved in the industry.
And what's crazy
nice, James.
to hear you all talk, it's like mind blowing because I've always been steadfast and strong with my faith since I was a little kid.
How much premarital
I-
sex have you had?
I
And
used to
you
be
know
that
what?
way.
I am a
Okay.
sinner.
Okay,
I
as
am
long as we're
weak.
clear on that.
I
As
am
long as we're
weak.
clear.
I am a sinner. And every night when I pray for Jesus Christ to forgive me my sins because there's only one perfect person. And that was Jesus.
Noah, he was perfect in his generations.
But
For me,
Yeah.
I actually I felt that way, Hungar, growing up. But then something really bad happened, and I just I overreacted, and I got real mad at God for a long time, and then I was lucky, and things turned around, and I was able to not forgive myself, but find out that I maybe have like a snowball's chance in hell of redemption. So I went for it.
and what's crazy is, people I don't have any personal experience with people going through hard times. But you just
Look on
gotta
your eyes again.
you gotta keep your faith. That's just my opinion.
No, I was just being a vindictive. Pissed
JC
off,
JC is there with you whether you know it or not.
I do now.
And all you gotta do is acknowledge his presence and everything's better.
Hey,
What?
you guys are preaching even too much for me. Jesus.
Me and JC, we like this. We tight.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
So
know,
so what are you paying,
Me and
James?
JC, we're like this. I'm this guy over here.
what am I painting? A bunch of overpriced Games Workshop models, but I bought.
It's still in the right hand there, Bear. Making some progress on this demon as we're talking about this shit.
Nice.
But I, as I was trying to explain to someone last night, these games we play, whether they be role playing or miniature war games or whatever, we're all trying to be the big damn hero, or at least ostensibly the best of us are, right?
Not me.
Yeah,
trying
I
to
played
bring-
with you.
I'm-
I played with you. It's 100% true. You are not trying to be the big name.
I'm
hero
trying
or
to
the
bring
best.
discord
Discord.
and chaos.
Yeah, you are Hail Eris, motherfucker.
Bastard.
Yeah, I was just thinking that the Discordians.
Yep.
But I think that most people don't realize that we're testing ourselves. It's like a big game of what if. What would we do if we were in this position?
My dog was playing with her toy and just flipped it up in the air and went to bite it and bit her tail instead of her shark. That's why I pinched Joe.
Nice.
She is dumb as a box of rocks. I love her to death.
Speaking of boxes of rocks, you coming over? You're gonna stay there and meow at me.
I read the study that showed that the men they interviewed, and I don't know where they found these men or anything like that, but their number one dream in life was to die in a brave last stand.
Yeah, it's like you see these little memes and reels and stuff. It's like, girls, I hope I die peacefully in my sleep, guys. And it's like they're on horses while Theoden's saying a speech before he charged God.
Mel
Yeah.
Gibson. in it.
Trade all those days from now until then for one chance. One chance.
Exactly. Where it shows like guys is like how guys want to die, and is like massive combat sword fights and stuff. Is like that's true. Come on.
No,
I
I
want
want to die at the moment of climax in my ex, so then she has to deal with all that shit after I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Roger Zelazny's favorite. I want to die while being crushed by an elephant while making love to a beautiful woman.
to go like my grandfather,
Jesus.
peacefully in my sleep, unlike the other people in the car screaming their heads off.
Exactly.
Back when he said that, that's something that would have definitely, as they said, make the papers.
I always like that scene in Fight Club where the plane's going down and he's just sitting there calmly while everyone else is flipping out around him because he's like just got this inner peace of ain't nothing I can do about this. You know what I mean? Like,
I absolutely love that movie, and I wish I would have seen it, earlier in life. I didn't see it until I was in my late 30s. Fucking love that movie.
It's an okay film. I don't think it's as great as people make it to be, but I don't think it's bad either. I think it's a decent film.
I think that film had a certain appeal to a certain segment of young men.
May I speculate as to modern terms we might use to describe that certain sect of young men?
Yeah.
Beta cuck bitches?
No.
Okay. Because that's the ones I saw who were really into it.
The disenfranchised young men of my generation. You didn't have
Disenfranchised
anything
young
to-
men who have been promised everything and got nothing.
Yeah, that's us. That's Gen X. Hi, how are you?
That's the people that
Yeah, but
really
I don't think the word, the cuck word, really belongs in that.
So any man who fought for a living or was engaged in physical activity, a job, what have you, did not relate to Fight Club the way the guys who worked in offices did. And that's the difference for me, right?
Yeah, that
Like,
could be true.
I didn't see stunt guys worshiping that film. I didn't see martial artists worshiping anyone that actually was being manly in their life, right? Whereas a lot of the guys who were stuck in these fucking women-centric worlds were the ones really tripping balls about Fight Club because it was like a real.
Oh, congratulations! You understood the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's the point. I was never one of those guys, so I didn't relate to it in the same way. I just thought it was a fun film.
Congratulations again. You weren't one of the guys, but unfortunately, there were a lot of them that
There were. No, you're not wrong.
and they really glommed onto that shit
They
because
did.
the thing with humans, especially young men, is they all are looking for meaning.
Well, absolutely. But Fight
See,
Club was
I
killer.
didn't really look at it like that. The
Oh,
prepper.
that's the whole point of it. They basically hammer you in the forehead with it right off the bat.
Oh yeah, I know, but the ending where society semi collapses, to go back and rebuild with a little foreknowledge of what huge mistakes could be made, knowing that with the destruction of the banking system and things like that, that won't be happening again, or at least it was put to an end.
Yeah, the whole
It'll
point of
absolutely
that
happen
Shadow
again, though.
is he was trying to argue for primitivism.
You guys ever read the book?
Yeah,
No.
it ends with the guy leaving and going to like a Caribbean.
Yes, exactly.
Um,
The book is superior in my opinion, but that's just I like the book more.
well, I never even heard of the movie until my daughter told me about it. And she's like, you should check this out. And I did. And as is normal for me, I totally did not get the twist. Now,
Really?
my pops, he did within 5
Oh.
minutes of the fucking movie. He was like, oh, they're the same person. I'm like, how do you do that? I mean, is it
Who
like
did this?
some kind of fucking Hebrew superpower or something you
Oh,
got?
yeah.
Because I totally did not know Tyler Durden and the unnamed Jack
Jack, I am Jack's sense of self.
were the same person for the whole first time I watched the movie.
What about the theory, or maybe truth? I don't know, that everybody else was also a figment of his imagination, like Marla.
No, she was real. He put her ass on a boat and got her out of town on a bus, but then she came back because she's.
Yeah, that's what I like to think. The idea that he was dying of cancer and made her up, and everything else up in his head. That's just too nihilistic for me.
Well, but the problem I had with it is that the movie is also telling you this Fight Club bullshit is not the solution. You think it is,
Right.
but it's not. It's not going to bring you happiness. It's not going to make you feel good, which is his realization at the end, is that he's done all this crazy shit. And what the fuck did I do? And I got so far away from me. Buildings are now collapsing in front of my eyes, right? And this is my responsibility. I did it, and that's
And he
what
shot
everybody
himself
missed.
in the face.
Sorry, what?
And he shot himself in the face.
And he shot himself. And this is what everybody missed. Like all the people that were embracing that movie and starting fight clubs and elevators and shit like that, they were missing the message, which was this ain't the solution either. There's a fucking balance you have to achieve in your life. It's almost a little Buddhist in its philosophy, which I thought was kind of cool.
A little bit, like when they go into the convenience store and drag the convenience store worker out back and put the gun in his face, and then they're like, "Oh, you used to go to college. Why don't you now?" And he's like, "It costs too much money." And he's like, "What do you want to study?" And he's like, "Veterinarian, right?" And they have the whole conversation. Then Tyler Durden takes his ID, which of course is Jack, really, and tells him to go home, and they're going to check up on him. And if he's not enrolled in college, within however long, then they'll kill his ass, right?
Yep.
And then Jack's like, "Why did you do that?" And Tyler's like, "Tomorrow morning he is going to wake up and he is going to have the most delicious breakfast he has ever had." And so there was a little bit of almost Zen kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah. And the whole movie was about taking these people who felt worthless, like people who work at catering events and shit and are constantly being shit on by people who make more money, and making them feel like they had some sort of power over their own lives.
You see what
Gosh,
William?
imagine that.
You see what William just said in the chat?
No,
Hello, everybody.
No. So a man in scuba gear robbed a Disney restaurant and escaped into the pond.
that I don't know if that's true, but it's hilarious if it is.
Yeah, did you guys see Salty this morning?
Which one?
the 19-year-old guy who stabbed a bunch of women and then jumped into a lake
And drowned to death?
Yeah.
Well, couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
I
Well,
agree.
when Bear was talking about the evil and the craziness that's going on, I was like, another perfect example. Guy just snaps out of nowhere, stabs a bunch of women for no reason, and then what? Jumps into a lake like he didn't know he couldn't swim.
Well, he didn't know it was a lake. He was jumping over a fence and landed in the lake.
Okay, maybe I could see that, but I mean, he's at
And
this
that's
like
where he met
oh.
the alligators.
right. But I mean, if you look at the location, they had these aerial shots of the place. Yeah, he just arrived in town and decided to snap? No, he lived in the area, which meant he probably knew there was a bunch of water in this golf course where he was just stabbing people.
Anyway, that was
I kind of saw it as like the demon possessed this guy. The guy couldn't stop himself from stabbing people, so he ran into a lake to try to get rid of the demon, knowing he couldn't swim, and
All I have to say to that is I am Jack's medulla oblongata.
yeah.
I am
I
Jack's
just
pancreas.
trying to gamify it. Think of it as something other than the horrible tragedy it was.
I am Jack's pancreas. I get cancer. I kill Jack.
I am Jack's simmering resentment.
Yeah.
Was it? I am
Have you
Jack's
ever
complete
heard
lack
the
of
theory?
surprise.
Have you ever heard the theory that Jack was actually Calvin?
From Calvin and Hobbes?
Yes.
Hmm.
And that after his mom and dad got divorced, when he was older, he got rid of Hobbes. And he lived the whole life just as Calvin. But when everything started getting all effed up, his imaginary friend came back. But instead of being a stuffed tiger, which is what he really wanted to be when he was a kid, because his imaginary friend was a reflection of the one thing he really wanted to be, right? And even in the Fight Club movie, he says, Tyler Durden dressed like I wanted to dress, looked like I wanted to look, fuck like I wanted to fuck. I mean, so he created a new Hobbs. He even mentions in the movie about how his dad divorced his mom and then went about setting up franchises, having kids all over the place.
It happened in Disney Springs. So, yeah, that makes sense. There's a lot of water at Disney Springs.
But back to you guys are being real serious today all of a sudden.
What?
It's been a real serious week and a half.
Yeah. The thing is that I would disagree with Shadow about in this particular instance is the man, if he were in fact at a level of possession where a demon could control his body, he wouldn't be able to jump into the lake to try and kill himself. The demon.
Well, maybe he got that lucky saving throw, and resisted for a minute.
The demon would have done it because the demon was done with him.
Yeah, maybe I could see that too. I had thought of that.
God.
Like
I said, this was the story about the time I almost died.
Almost died. Exactly.
It's a great movie. That's
That
such a
is a
fucking
great
underrated movie.
That movie.
I don't know what
the
movie you're
first time
talking
I
about.
saw it was like
Fallen. Denzel Washington,
Fallen with
Elias
Denzel.
Codius. It's a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
amazing film.
The guy from Roseanne, the guy from fucking
Yeah.
Kelly's Heroes.
Oh yeah, it's a great
Sutherland.
fucking movie.
I mean, all
It's
stars.
basically about a demon that can body jump and is a serial killer and the cop who hunts him down.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not just about a demon. It's about one.
I'm just trying to give him a base so he can watch the movie
it's about
without
one of
being
the few
ruined.
demons actually mentioned in the Bible.
Yes.
Okay.
Azazel.
I'll if I see it in my travels, I'll try and check it out.
It's worth seeking out. That's how
The
good
thing with Azazel is he cannot enter the body of a righteous man unless he's going to die. But he can enter into the body of a sinful man, no problem. And he does think time is on my side all the time and makes that whole
Oh wait,
song.
I think I have seen that movie.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's like there's one scene where the cop is trying to catch him and he just keeps jumping through people and
In the
the
crowd.
whole time they're singing time is on my side.
Yeah. I remember that part.
And
you
he's
should
just like-
you should have just led with that, and I would have went. Oh yeah, saw it.
Oh, I'm
Well,
sorry.
the demon tells him you
hang
shouldn't
on.
let everything
I'm
alone.
Jack's lack of telepathy. The fuck, man.
No, it's just it's that little sort of
Jack's like-
cross cultural, pop culture.
I'm going to mention the name of the movie, what the general consensus of it is, what the
all
leading
the
actor
actors
is.
that are in
But you
it.
know what? No, I should have just mentioned this one thing in the movie. That's what Shadow would know about. So, hang on. Mind if we dance with your dates?
It had
To be
John
fair,
Goodman in it.
there are several movies about that.
Isn't that
kind of
Animal
thing,
House?
Yes, it is.
similar
Thank
but
you,
not
Hungar.
quite the same.
Hungar using the Shadow and Sun movie recognition technique. Well done, sir. You win a prize.
It had John Goodman in it. It had the guy that played the cop in Prophecy, but in this one,
He's the first.
a victim.
It's Elias Codius. I think isn't Kevin Pollock in it? Doesn't Kevin Pollock play his partner or something?
But
I don't know.
you're
but-
missing the fact that particular song is a more unique characteristic of that movie than all the other things you guys said.
No,
Oh,
we're missing the
boy.
fact that you're a retard. That's what we're missing. The
Oh,
fact.
boys, look what I have here.
No, you're talking
Well,
about
white
movies
women
with
now.
actors that have been in other movies. You're
Where do
talking
white women
about
at?
subject matter that have been in other movies. Demons have been in other movies, but that song has only been in like one or two movies in that kind of a context.
Oh shit, James Gandolfini's in it. I forgot James Gandolfini was in
Of
it.
course he is. He's the one cop that's like
Yeah.
kind of crooked, and he gives the speech about cream and no cream,
And I don't take no cream.
and Denzel's like no cream,
Some people like cream, but I don't take no cream.
and he tries to do a thing, and Denzel's all
That's
like,
what
look,
War.
Man of War, thank you, sir. Yes. I was
he's
trying to remember
like,
what
at the
fucking
end of
movie
the
he was in.
day, a cop, cream or no cream, is doing more good than any judge or politician or lawyer or whatever. So you know? And the guy's like, to the waitress, he's like, come get this foreign shit off my table. Bring me a Budweiser. He starts drinking what Denzel's drinking because he's like, yeah, it makes sense, you know? So you might take a little bit of an apple off an apple cart and take a little bit of advantage because you're a cop. But at the end of the day, if you're still doing your job, right,
Yeah.
you're still doing good, right?
In the days, wasn't that the movie with Schwarzenegger?
Yes,
It was.
It was.
It
And
was
of course,
Arnold
Pollock
versus the
was
devil.
in the best movie.
That
Pollock
was freaky
in.
when the dude's taking the mom and daughter to bed and they kiss and turn into one person and all that. I was like, whoa, this is weird.
Let me go to
No.
Reddit.
But Pollock was really, really good in The Usual Suspects.
Kevin Pollak was amazing in The Usual Suspects.
Yeah.
I'd say he and Benicio del Toro are probably the two best.
Benicio, I love that too. When he's like,
Hand me the motherfucking keys, you cocksucker. What the fuck? I flip you. Flip it for real.
Yeah. And one guy's like, talks about fucking the other guy. And like,
Well, you know what's going to happen if you go back to
Pollock
the
felt
joint?
what,
He's
is it
like,
Friday night already or some shit.
when they ask the mechanic guy, it's like, you know what happens when you go back into the joint? He's like, fuck your father and have a snack.
Yeah, the cop. You know what's going to happen when you go back into the joint?
What's crazy about Benicio Toro, when they're doing the stand-up, the give me the keys, you motherfucker,
Yeah.
the lineup, they couldn't stop laughing, and the director was getting pissed.
Yeah, because
So
they were
when-
flirting.
When Del Toro's like, give me the keys, motherfucker, and he's like, in English, please. That wasn't supposed to be part of the movie. That was the director being pissed at him.
Yeah.
And Del Toro just went with it like, give me
What
the
the
keys, motherfucker.
fuck?
What the fuck?
Give me the
And
keys.
From
Give
them
me the keys, you fucking cocksucker. Yeah,
from the
exactly.
Yeah, that
director
was
being
Pollock.
pissed off and telling him to say it again in English, please, that became one of the most quotable lines of the movie.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I think that the Baldwin did it good too.
Yeah.
Give me the keys, you motherfucking cocksucker.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just like,
You guys ever see is it Eight Heads in a no, not Eight Heads in a Bed. Eight Heads in a Bed was okay. Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead.
yes.
Yes.
No.
What happened to that movie, man? That movie was fucking like when it came out, everybody was losing their mind, and I never heard about it again. I loved it. That was a great movie. It has my favorite Treat Williams line of all times, which is "You are Tokyo, I am Godzilla." It's just like fuck.
There's so many
Again,
great
though,
movies that-
The Usual Suspects, like everyone in that movie was amazing. There wasn't a bad actor to be found anywhere in that movie.
And remember the other day when we were talking about John Cusack movies, we
And
forgot.
I know we all don't like Kevin Spacey, but let's be honest, he nailed it in that movie.
Kevin Spacey's a hell of an actor.
No,
He's just a bad
what I don't
person.
like about Kevin Spacey is the whole what he does in his private life.
Yeah, he's a hell of an actor.
Well, I wasn't trying to get into the shit, Shadow. I was just saying we don't like him.
But you knew you were touching on Shadow's favorite demonic topic. So,
When we're talking
Hungar-
about-
He was freaking amazing in House of Cards.
Just slap the shit out of him.
When we were talking about movies,
Bear.
John Cusack the other
I'm going
day,
to tell you something.
people forgot.
Hunger, hold up. I got to tell Bear something while I remember.
Okay, go.
Some people are evil. They don't need demons.
Yes, I agree.
Demons do exist, but some people are just evil.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. That's
John
all.
Never would
Cusack
argue
movies.
with you. There you go.
And
What's
real
his
quick,
name being a
before I
scumbag?
forget,
You don't need a demon for that.
I love the
People
fact
just
that you acknowledge the fact that as you know, everybody here is over 50, if not close to 60. For getting a choice piece of information you want to interject at just the right moment is a real thing we all have to work.
Hungar, John Cusack movies. What about them?
Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil.
Well, yeah.
I've always wanted to see that one. Never seen it.
It was
Clint
okay.
Eastwood directed.
Or maybe I did see it and I forgot about it.
Yeah, it was okay. It didn't
That
blow
was
me
a
away.
good John Cusack movie.
Nah, I didn't care for it as much as everybody else did, but that's just me.
I think we might have liked it better because it was set in Savannah and it had a lot
Yeah.
of tropes and shit that we might have been a little bit more familiar with than maybe you.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
It's like Bear gets Scott Pilgrim against the universe a lot better than we do because he's Canadian.
No,
And no, we need somebody who lives in Toronto to tell us about that.
the rest of us are like, what the fuck is going on in Toronto? Jesus Christ.
I heard that there's a province in Canada where it's legal for girls to walk around topless.
Yeah. They don't do it, but it's legal.
Yeah,
They
that's the
fought,
thing.
they
These
fought, they
women
fought like
get-
demons to get the right for it. They got the right, and then they never did it.
Yeah, and I guarantee you it'd be the same in America. Women who bitch about how men can walk around topless
Oh, no.
and they can't. If
No,
you
there are
passed
plenty
that
that would do
law, You
Yeah,
wouldn't.
but
see
here's
it
the
as
thing:
much as you
the
think.
women who would walk around with their top off are not the ones you want to see walking around with
yeah.
their top off.
Oh, I know. We used to get calls to a nudist colony all the time.
Oh God.
You come rolling in the fire engine to the nudist colony, and like everyone there is 70.
That was the worst.
Walking
I
around
remember-
buck ass naked with their freaking wrinkly 70-year-old balls hanging down to their knees. And the women with their two boobs. You know what's between a 70-year-old woman's boobs?
her
A
belly
belly
button.
button.
When I was working construction, we
And
had
they're
to go
always
out-
calling because I mean they're 70, so one of them's always having a heart attack or something.
we had to go out to the nudist colony to help repair some concrete shit, right? So I'm like, this is going to be great. And all the other guys are like, you don't even know what you're in for, buddy. And we get out there and we're sitting there and this old dude comes walking up buck ass naked, puts his like hocks his leg up on one of the cinder blocks and shit's just swinging down by his knees. Not his cock, his boss. He's like, so you guys here to repair our rec center, huh? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is the worst experience of my life.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are just rolling around. Hairy as apes, except like silverbacks because all their hair is gray. Junk hanging out. The only thing they're wearing is like a big gold chain with some kind of medallion in the middle of their super hairy chest because they're all like Italians from up north or some shit. And they're just like completely without any sort of shame. And then when you're there and you grab the person to take them to the hospital, right? And you notice when you're driving in that they have like a volleyball court and a tennis court and like all these activities, and you're thinking, these motherfuckers playing volleyball all naked and shit? That is crazy. But hey, I mean,
It would have been a lot better if it was a bunch of like nubile 25-year-old chicks running around butt naked.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying.
that's what happens when you die and go to heaven.
Probably not.
I know, but it's the closest I could equate to that kind of unrealistic.
I ain't never been to heaven, but I've been to Oklahoma.
Where the shit?
They
is
tell
that?
me I was born there, but I really don't remember. Who is that? Hungar?
Not what. Let me see.
He's also never been to Spain.
Three Dog Night.
Oh, I should know that. They're the band that had the #1 song when I was born.
Joy to the world, baby.
Joy to the world.
I don't even know what the #1 song was when I was born.
Somebody told me this, and I didn't even know it was true, but it is true. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. The actual lyrics was Jeremiah was a prophet.
That would be Bear. Bear's the one who told you that.
And then
Yes,
I
it
thought-
is. It was in fact Bear who told you that, but that's neither here nor there. I want to talk about nudist things for a quick second. So I get to Vancouver in 1995. I get off the plane. I go visit my new apartment. I throw my bags in there. My buddies and I say, okay, we're going over to my buddy's place. We go over, we smoke a bunch of joints. All right, we're heading out to Wreck Beach. What the fuck's Wreck Beach? Oh, it's just off the endowment lands at UBC. It's beautiful. You'll love it. Okay, get there, sure. You go down this fucking switchback mountain path to get down to the beach. It's insanely beautiful, and it's a clothing optional beach.
Nice.
So I'm sitting there at the end of the weirdest day of my life, smoking a fucking joint, watching the sunset, and all these chicks around me. I'm like, I can't tell what's hairier on you, your bush, your pits, or your legs. Jesus Christ, you hippies are fucking weird, right? Like, it's just weird. I bought a sandwich from a guy with a fucking fanny pack and nothing else with this little mushroom poking out where he made change. It's really weird. Then I see her. It's like fucking Bo Derek in 10. She's just walking down the beach. She's the most beautiful fucking thing we've ever seen. Naked as the day she's born, a little silk skirt wrapped around, bronze skin, perfect tits, great hair, beautiful face. And she's walking towards us. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on now? And she walks up to my friend and starts talking French to him. And I immediately start laughing my ass off. To which my other friend goes, what's so funny? I went, figures the hottest fucking bitch here would be from Quebec. You know what I mean? I think that was there it is. You know what I mean? There it fucking is. That just
We used to go fishing at a clothing optional beach in Florida. The fishing was great there because a lot of people didn't want to go fishing there because they didn't want to put up.
Want to scare the fish away?
Every great once in a while, you would see just a smoke show. But 90% of it,
like if you hit the lotto, like that amount of every.
90% of the time it was a bunch of old wrinkly fuckers. But every once in a while, it was like that movie Euro Trip, where they go to the nudist
Led
beach.
Zeppelin was my band, then Van Halen, and then Rush. Yeah, Red Hulk. The only thing about Three Dog Night is it was the #1 song on the night I was born.
The #1 song in the year that I was born is gay, and I'm not going to say it. Talk about
What is it? What is it? Tell us. It's raining men.
Tie yellow ribbon around the old. Oh,
Tie yellow
Really?
ribbon.
That's a great song.
Those guys are great.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
He's basically telling his girlfriend, I'm getting out of prison, and if you don't still love me, tie a ribbon so I'll never stay on the train.
The bus.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
What
I
else?
used to watch the Tony Orlando and Dawn TV show like every week. It was like one of the best things on.
Yeah. Holy Diver said I'm a bad influence because me and him are Instagram
Oh,
friends.
he told me you drug him through Instagram, showing him all the worst things. I told him not to hang out with you. That you were, in fact, a bad influence.
HD is never going to stop hanging out with me. Me and him is bros, yo.
HD, what's happening, man?
HD, this is how it works, man. I hate to break the news to you. Hungar's your bro. You think everything's great. And then one day Hungar gets distracted by something shiny. You don't hear from him for 4 months.
Dude, I could top your. You think your song was the gayest?
Love you, Hungar.
I'm gonna get nothing but shit for this one, but I'm gonna tell you guys. It was Something Stupid by Nancy Sinatra and Frank Sinatra.
That's a great song.
I don't even know the song, but I just imagine getting a ration of shit. Like, oh, perfect song for you, man.
Well,
So-
because what? Why would it be a perfect song for you?
They're just calling me an idiot.
Something Stupid is a great song. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you.
Yeah, well, okay, maybe it doesn't fit, but still.
I thought you were going to like some incest angle or something. I'm like, what the fuck's he on about now?
No.
What the fuck is Shadow on
it was
about?
just a father trying to set his daughter up to be famous.
That's really true. And she had a good hit with these boots.
These boots.
Yeah, that's. I actually prefer Bang Bang.
She did Bang Bang. She was not the
Bang,
only one.
bang. I shot
That song's
him down.
brutal.
Yeah, it is.
And apparently
She's
she was very
kinda hot.
popular during the Vietnam
What's
War.
that?
era.
What's that fucking song? Come a little bit closer, you
Okay.
kind of man. What is that fucking
The
song?
big is so strong. Come a little bit
Yeah.
closer.
Yeah,
I'm
and the
all
night is so
alone.
long.
Is that
I'm all alone.
Marty Robbins?
But what is the name of the song? It's I fuck it. Just,
Is that Roy Orbison?
no,
No,
it's
it's
not
Marty
Roy.
Robbins.
I think it's Marty Robbins. I think he's right
Marty
on that.
I
Robbins.
think the name of the song is Come a Little Bit Closer.
Is it?
Yep. But then he has to run away because,
Because her man's coming. Come a little bit closer. No, it's by the rock band Jay and the Americans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why do we both think it was Marty Robbins?
Because I'm easily swayed by you and your brilliant hair. It's hypnotic and it makes me just want to agree with everything
All
you
right,
say.
and now I take it back. My song for January 1973
Yeah.
fits me to a T. Carly Simon, "You're So Vain."
Oh boy, yes.
That's a good song too.
See, whereas my song was just about singing "Glory to the World"
Well,
And All the
shit.
Boys and Girls.
and hanging out
Mine
with the prophet.
sucked.
and
Mine's
Duncan Lawrence.
gay.
What's
Mine's gay.
It-
Why do birds
Suddenly
suddenly appear
appear
every time you are near? Just
just
Look
like
at
like
you,
me.
You stop.
They
You
long
long to be close to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's gay.
The Carpenters are super fucking gay, dude.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you're right. All the balls out bikers were listening to the Carpenters while they were driving up to Sturgis.
Hey, at least you're not. I'm a little bit country. I'm a little bit rock and roll.
Oh,
No,
Can you imagine being the Osmonds?
in
Oh.
order
I can't
for-
imagine having that many teeth at this age.
in order for one of you guys to say that the song you were born under was kind of gay, it has to be like Lola.
Kings? Wow, that's a rough one.
I
It's
mean,
right
if you're
in
born
the-
under that one, and you're like, the song I was born under is pretty gay. What song? Lola. Like, yeah,
That-
you're right.
that is.
I'm not dumb, but I can't understand why she walked like a woman but talked like a man on my low.
It could be worse. It could be worse than that.
Hey Jude was the number one for you.
You could have been born under "It's Raining Men."
Exactly.
That was pretty
It's
gay too.
raining men. Alan, how fucking old
The
are
Crafty
you?
Gamers.
It's the
It's
80s.
Raining Men.
Wasn't that like 81, 82? When the fuck was It's Raining Men? Hang on.
Here's the problem, though, Ungar.
The Weather
It's Raining
Girls.
Men was sang by women, therefore not gay.
It
And
was
also
written
they
by
were
Paul
super-
Simon, or not Paul Simon, by the piano player for David Letterman.
Don't care.
Paul Schaefer.
It was written by a dude.
Don't
Therefore,
care. Performed by women, therefore straight.
Also,
Yeah, but-
1983. No, 1982. So you're fucking young there, TCG. That's sad because if I could have been born around that time, I would have been born when Islands in the Stream was number one because that song's just fucking amazing.
That is
Dolly
good
and
stuff.
Kenny, come on.
Yeah.
It's like a
I would have been
power
born
fucking
under
couple.
anything that the Cure sang.
Just like you. Just like you.
Killing an Arab. That would be my song.
Killing an Arab. Yeah, no, I would have liked to have been
I
born
missed that
under,
one by a year.
what's it? Tell me how you do that trick. The one that makes me scream. She said. The one- What the fuck song is that? Ah, the one that makes me laugh. She said, threw her arms around my neck.
Tell me.
Because I'm in love with you. Yes, I'm in love with you.
I think that's Love
You
Song.
No,
lost
that's not
my-
love song.
That's just like heaven.
Just like heaven.
That's just like heaven.
The
Yeah.
love song is actually, no matter where you go, I will always.
I will always. Yeah. You know what? If I was going to be born under a song called Love Song, I'd want to be born under PIL's This Is Not a Love Song. You ever hear that? Fuck you guys. Did you guys groove on Public Image Limited in the States?
Public Image was all right.
I'm not sure.
This is not a love song. It's fucking Johnny Rotten doing his best, like just fuck. It's amazing. Also, like the other one he did, The Road Rise to Meet You. What the fuck? Rise. That's what it's called. Rise.
I would have
When
been
you
born
say this
under.
is not a love song. I think Rammstein, America.
I would have been born under a song sang by Electric Six.
Gay bar. I want to take you to the gay bar.
Gay bar. I want to.
Yeah, you're not fooling anybody.
James, I need your opinion real quick.
Would
Looks
you
like
have
a
sex
yellow
with this
demon.
man? That's the question you should ask.
Okay, I'm working on the chest area to try to make it look like it's on fire or.
Is that
lava.
demon or a Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, it's
It's a-
starting to look
it's a
like a
demon.
predator. It's starting to look like a really gay, blitzed out predator. I don't know.
Your chest muscles are very defined and look very good.
Yeah, but do they look like it's lit up from fire or something like that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I look
actually,
like you're just using freaking contrast paints.
I'm
It is
using,
good, dude.
believe it or not, I'm actually using a Reaper and this ancient magic bottle of neon orange that's so old that it's separated. I mean, this bottle's like, I kid you not, like 30 or
Let me
40
ask
years
you a
old.
question, Shadow.
Go.
Does this look like a Blood Angels rhino?
It's kind of hard to see.
It's a red box. The answer is yes.
Right.
I mean, it's
I'm trying
Shadow.
to work on I'm trying to work on a particular technique.
Shadow, I want to ask you something.
Okay.
I want to spend all of your money at the gay bar. There we go. Hungar, take
It's not
it.
a question.
Gamer,
It's not a
gamer,
question.
gamer.
we can
not
stop.
really-
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Let's
Oh
start a
yeah,
war.
that's it. The blue oyster.
Let's start a nuclear war.
War at the gay bar.
Gamer, gamer.
Not the Blue Oyster Cult, just the club, the Blue Oyster. But I think Shadow.
If you like leather daddies, which we all know you do,
You know, I was
Blue Oyster's
thinking
the
about
club
that
for you.
a while back.
Leather
Leather
daddies.
Daddy
Wow,
bikers.
that's wow, okay.
There
That's an
is
interesting
there's
thought.
a particular album of theirs called Mirrors, and the inside sleeve looks so much like that exact scene from Police Academy, right? I mean, every member in the band looks freaking right out of that bar. But as far as I know, every single one of them it was not only straight but married. I'm just like, what were they thinking? The album's called Mirrors, right? And they're holding mirrors in their hand. The cover's got a rear view mirror. Did not one of them look in a fucking mirror before they took that gay ass picture?
Do you know what they call gay men who are married?
No.
Gay men. So your assertion that these guys are straight because they're married is suspect.
Elton John was married, bitch.
Seriously,
Really?
Liberace was married, bitch. Rock Hudson was
well-
married.
Freddie Mercury was with a
Yeah,
woman
I mean, like
forever.
still married, still happily married, except for I think
You don't,
one of
you
them.
don't
one of
know.
them's
You're
dead.
just because you're a fan doesn't mean you have the inside track on the interpersonal workings of Blue Oyster Cult's
Yeah,
mind.
that's
They
fair.
say
That's
what
fair.
they want. They say what they need to say. And a lot of these boomer guys are terrified of coming out as gay. Why is Tom Cruise still in the closet? Why? 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 Why?
Oh, because he would lose over half his fans.
No, he
Because
wasn't.
no, not anymore. Not in this day and age. But he came up during a period where if you were gay, you could not be an action hero. You could not be a leading man. You could be none of those things because the Midwest would go, well, he's a fag. Why? Because they don't understand what acting is, apparently.
No, I mean half the
They're too fucking dumb to get the idea of what acting is.
you know.
It's like people who were surprised when the singer of Judas Priest.
I
Yeah,
know,
I was
right?
gay.
who was surprised at that?
Lots of people.
Lots
Really?
of people, and it's like, did you not ever see the way that dude dressed?
Seriously.
Did you ever see him in concert trying to freaking give his microphone a fucking blowjob?
No, I did
Out
not.
there is a fortune waiting to be had. You think I'll let it go? You're mad. You got another thing coming. That
The
fucking
guy-
song
the guy
is
had
the
a-
ultimate fucking wrestling intro music, man. You can just see the guy walking down the ramp to the thing as you got another thing coming. I mean, come on.
It was
That was
banger.
literally the height of their career, Screaming for Vengeance. That song.
Actually,
is
I
freaking-
would go with Turbo Lover.
you think so?
I
That,
like
it.
that whole album is so fucking pornographically gay. It's fucking scary.
breaking
Listen
the
to it
law,
on repeat,
breaking
we
the
know.
law.
Jawbreaker.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
That has not the meaning that you think it does.
No shit. We know
know
they're not
what?
talking about freaking hard candy.
If everywhere you go,
Boy, that statement makes Hard Candy Christmas hit really hard now, On Guard. Thanks a lot.
if everywhere you go, all you see is gay stuff, you might want to look within.
No, I saw them in concert. I knew.
What the fuck's
You
going
know,
That looks gay. What the fuck? I think I need new glasses. I've got gay glasses.
Well, it depends on where you get them, I guess. I don't know where you get in your glass.
Oh, you get your
Guys-
gay glasses in your ass. That's where you get.
The
gay
only
glasses.
thing I can say about this chat group right here, this video chat group, is we put a in hard.
Oh boy, do we ever!
And you
Because we
definitely
keep doing it over and over and over. Yeah,
Listen,
definitely.
the one thing I like about hanging out here is because it's usually a bunch of older guys just being fucking goofy with each other, and it's fun.
Well, you've definitely managed to completely destroy any topic that I may have had.
Topics are for pussies.
Yeah. Unlike
Back in
you,
Ross's song, I Want Muscles,
Muscles.
written by a dude.
Beans.
Shit.
Beans.
David
Michael-
Allen Coe wrote half of Tanya Tucker's songs.
You know who I don't think there's enough of in the world anymore? Tammy Wynette Love.
Yeah,
Stand by your man.
that's
Like,
one of
she
my
was-
karaoke go-to songs.
She,
the port-
okay. You know what would be one of
Blues
mine?
Brothers style, baby.
I'll tell you what would be one of mine, man. Justified and Ancient.
Every time we go sing karaoke, I do "Stand by Your Man" and the style of the
And Brandy.
You do Brandy. That's a hard one. Or do you just
Looking
like to
Glass.
fuck what you sound
No,
like?
that song's easy.
Yeah, he
No,
kills it.
not to be good at. You have to have a decent voice to be able to be good at Brandy because it's
Yeah,
got
That's a great song, though.
it's
He
amazing.
kills
song.
Brandy.
I
You
rock
what?
the house.
Nice. We
I
gotta
get
do
really
karaoke someday,
drunk and
brother.
I sing "Don't Fear the Reaper."
That's a tough one.
Yeah, get that cowbell going, baby.
Yep.
It's not that hard because it's just all like Romeo and Juliet. It's like such a ethereal song. You know what I mean? Like the lyrics are not hard. You know.
No, it's just Buck's voices.
I do. My two go tos are "It Had to Be You," Harry Connick,
Oh yeah.
and Romeo and Juliet by Dire Straits.
Oh,
Two
That's
great
a great
songs.
song.
Dire
I love that
Straits,
fucking
nice.
song.
That's a good one.
I'm a
that's-
Harry Connick Jr. fan, so like anything by him, I dig on.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I do Brandy. I've done Dean Martin. Ain't that a hole in the head?
Ain't that a kick in the head?
Yeah,
How lucky can one guy be? Yeah, exactly, man.
Mac the Knife.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I've seen too many people do Mac the Knife at karaoke, so I'm just like, fuck that. That's like girls who do Summertime. You know what I mean? It's like every fucking chick you knew in college in the 90s who could sing always did Joplin. It was just like, oh, fuck off. Learn a real song.
Oh, see, when you said "Summertime," I was thinking something totally different.
What were you thinking?
Summertime.
Maybe they could fucking, well, yeah, like
No,
fucking Will Smith.
"Summertime" does something flowing like the
Stills and Croft.
Yeah.
Summer Breeze.
Oh, yeah, Summer Breeze. Summer Breeze.
Except I was thinking typo negative.
I was thinking that what was it, a UK like jug band was like their one hit.
Just like Christian Woman or
Wait, real
Black
quick,
Number
Shadow, can you do that thing we did earlier to confuse you about movies by actually telling us the name of the song or something like that as opposed
Summertime.
to some rando?
In the summertime.
In the summertime, when Mongo
Yeah.
Jerry, man.
Mungo
Yeah,
Jerry.
yeah,
Their
yeah.
only
Mungo
hit
Jerry.
was the big one.
Another thing I do just to throw people off every once in a while as I get my voice a little deeper and I throw out some Creed. I'm like,
Oh, nice.
Nah.
I did Johnny Cash once, and never again. Never again.
I tried to do U2 once and I'm like, no, can't do it.
No, he's fuck his.
I did "Come Out Ye Black and Tans," which didn't go over great because we were in a British bar.
Yeah, but we also used to do Wild Rover together. All
And
the
we
time.
do the Wild Rover together.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Okay, bye.
But you know, when you're doing like IRA militant music and you're in the middle of a British pub, it's like,
Not gonna go over so good. Yeah.
no, but no one ever said anything.
Just got back from Illinois. That's a fun song to do.
Looking out my back door.
Boy.
Yep. There's a dinosaur Victrola listening to Buck Owens. Come on, man, that fucking thing.
Looking out my back door.
And what's really fun is when people realize what the fucking lyrics are about, and it's like, oh, you just got home from tour and popped acid. Oh, okay. Like,
Yeah.
oh, now we get it.
I love Fogerty because he's the only person who got sued for plagiarizing himself and lost.
True.
Yep.
Yep.
We
The
go
old
to-
man down the road.
And run through the jungle.
Yeah, because they said he sounded too much like himself. So, good job, Mr. Fogerty. I think he ended up, though, in the end, buying all the rights back. So, that's
Well, we were talking about this last night. People are shitting all over AI music because AI music steals from artists. And I say, yeah, before we start picking on AI music, why don't we take 3 steps back and start with the fucking record companies first? Let's, you know what I mean? Like, you know, before you're getting up AI's ass, let's go back to the actual people really stealing, you know, legitimately stealing money from all these fucking artists.
I
You know what mean?
recently saw Short Bear,
Yeah.
and it was Prince talking to Conan O'Brien.
Okay.
And Conan O'Brien brought up how Mariah Carey had just signed a deal with the record company for $20 million.
Yeah.
And Prince is all like, oh, you think that's pretty good, huh? And Conan's like, yeah, $20 million. He says, well, how about this? What if I put out a record and it sells for $12 a piece or however much a record sells for, right? And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah. And I get like $3 of that. And Conan O'Brien's like, okay. And he says, and I sell 200 million copies. And Conan O'Brien's like, yeah. And he's like, so 3 times 200 million. That's like $600 million, right? And Conan O'Brien's like, yeah. And Prince, I kid you not, says Mariah Carey effed up.
There's a reason.
She thought she was getting some money. She wasn't getting nothing.
There's a
Because
reason
you know
why
that
Prince,
her album sales made way more money than $20 million.
Prince
That's why
changed
Prince
his
would
name
never go
to that
for that.
symbol. Prince changed
Yeah.
his name to that symbol so he could get the rights to his music from record companies because they could not literally copyright the symbol. That it's a
Right.
weird thing. There's this whole
Because
thing.
apparently they could copyright Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they couldn't copyright that symbol.
So the whole
It
thing
sucks, OGG. Sorry to hear that, man.
busted up my damn knee. Sorry about that. Bone on the stone. Not good. Twice the size as the other. Well, you know what they say. Put some ice on it. Stay off of it. Take
Red
some
Holt
lotion.
says Rocky Mountain High spent their last years Rocky Mountain Way. Couldn't get much higher.
This is why I fucking absolutely hate disco for only one reason. There was some amazing fucking music in the 70s. Amazing music. Like absolutely mind-numbingly good stuff. But it was overshadowed by the juggernaut of pop that was fucking middle of the road and disco. Those two fucking, you know, the Carpenters and the Bee Gees, basically, you know? Like, fuck, there was such good stuff, you know? Ram Jam.
Yeah.
Fucking what was it?
Ram Jam reminds me of a bunch of drunk dads hanging out at a barbecue and said, "Hey, I found these instruments in the garage. Let's make a banger." Oh, Black Betty.
You have no idea how close you are. They
They're
were
from
getting
Illinois,
money to
weren't
make a
they?
video and blew it all. So then they just went to the backyard of one of the guys in the band and set their shit up. And they're like, okay, let's get this.
But weren't
Whoa,
they? Weren't they from like? They were like from Illinois. They were from like Chicago, weren't they?
The guitarist and singer, the lead singer, was from New York.
Was it New York? I thought there was some Chicago connection with them.
No, I don't know where everyone in the band is from, but the blonde guy with the glasses was originally from New York.
Yeah, New York. You're right. They're New York. Yeah.
And
But I
I
don't
like,
know if that's all of them.
if I'm in the mood, I can jam out to some disco, but there's so much better music in the
Well-
70s than disco.
What is crazy about the rise of disco, is if you pay attention, you get to see Blondie transform from a punk new age band to disco
What's
in
really
the course
fun is
of
when you
like
get
an
to look-
hour.
Yeah, and like the really fun part is when you look at the visual history of Blondie, you get to see her from going fucking on stage with an oversized t-shirt and no panties and flashing her snatch at the crowd for half the concert to sequined gowns and overproduced stuff. Like Deborah Harry has one of the most amazing transitions from rags to riches in the history of rock and roll, man. Like it's insane.
Yeah, because if you listen to like her disco stuff, like Heart of Glass or whatever,
Yeah.
and then listen to like Atomic,
Yeah.
you know, it's just a completely different sound.
You know what my favorite song by Blondie is though?
What's that?
Dreaming. Ah, that fucking song is so good, man. Exactly. It's such a good fucking song. And like she fucking kills it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just kills it. She was something else, man. In her heyday, in her prime, when she was a punk goddess, she was something else. She was the only punk goddess. Like, this is going to sound really crude, but it's us. She was the only punk goddess you wanted to fuck. You know what I mean? The rest of them were like Indio Williams. You're like, oh, Jesus, I'm gonna get something if I fuck her, you know? or like the Runaways.
Getting something.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the Runaways.
Kind of like
I'm
the,
getting arrested if I fuck them, you know?
kind of like the singer from Romeo Void.
Oh, she was hideous. Great voice, though.
It's
Right.
really
Romeo
delusional. I have never seen such delusional until I went outside yesterday.
Beyonce is over.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Red Hawk. I mean, modern music, most of these guys do not have very much to do with the creation of their music or songs.
I don't think Van Halen killed disco. I think fucking Kiss killed disco when they were basically said, we can make a disco song, it'll go number one. Everyone said, no, you can't. So they did. And that made everybody into disco go, oh. They just kind of lost all. After that, man, disco loses its momentum fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Van Halen, though. Early Van Halen. Early Van Halen. No, before 1984. So Pretty Woman, Unchained, Everybody Wants Some. Back when they were a fucking,
Talking about love.
when they
We used to do it,
rocked,
talking about
when they
love.
fucking rocked that band. You know what I mean? The 1984 is a great album, but it's like the highlight of their career. After that, they're done.
Everybody Wants Some was like Van Halen at their like most raw.
Yeah. Militarized peak.
It
And
was
Gene
just
Simmons
like,
produced them.
Yeah, I think that Andy Gibb is the one who actually was the downfall of disco.
Why would Andy Gibb be the downfall of Shadow
When he
Dancing?
died, it pretty much died off.
Yeah, but Andy Gibb died after disco died.
yeah.
Andy Gibb died. What year did Andy Gibb die? Andy
That's
Gibb
like
died.
saying the death
He
of
died in
the
1988. What are you on fucking? What are you smoking today? What pills they got?
Crack.
going on, Gar?
fentanyl.
Yeah,
That's
it's funny.
like
There's
not
saying
on-
that
I'm not on fentanyl anymore.
the death of the Ramones really killed punk. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's funny
what-
you're
Yeah,
talking about
what?
disco.
What are you
Bluish
talking
Cult.
about? They were alive up until the 2000s.
Blue Oyster Cult is literally the band that is, if heavy metal or acid rock and disco had a baby, it would be called Blue Oyster Cult.
No one wanted that child. That's the thing you're not understanding.
That child was left in a basket in front of a fire station.
Exactly. It was left on the.
They
nunnery
have got some.
stairs.
They have
When
got some songs.
when that child was breastfed, the woman used a straw because she didn't want it near her.
Actually, I do like veterans of the psychic war, but you
They,
know,
they've got a song called "Lonely Teardrops" that is so fucking unbelievable.
True Red Hawk.
disco.
Blondie was the first popularly played musician to rap.
Roth Halen. I don't know. I there's a couple songs from Van Hagar that I actually liked.
really
Because
which
you're
one?
gay.
I can't think
Yeah.
of one.
Yeah, I can't think of one
Uh,
either. Which one?
What Dreams Are Made Of.
Nope.
When
Well,
have you
yeah.
ever seen it with the Blue Angels video montage? It fucking blows my mind every time.
I'm Canadian. Why would I give flying fuck about Blue Angels videos?
Running with the Devil. Van Halen.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Van Halen.
We have them perform within like spitting distance of my house every year.
Van Hagar sucked. Some kind
I'm
of
agreeing with Bear.
alien. Like, come on, man. Love comes walking in.
He's
Fuck
staying
off.
out late with
Right
all his-
now, okay. You know what? I'll take it back. Right now was okay.
He's staying out
And
with
the
his
video,
friends,
was very well done.
and he's
What'd you think of Sammy Hagar on his own?
Oh, I can't drive 55, baby.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. You ever see when Joe Walsh was on Letterman? And Letterman's first question to him is, "So I hear your Maserati can't go. It goes 185." Fucking Walsh just looks so annoyed.
That's a great song, though.
It is.
It is.
My
Hey.
Maserati goes 185.
I lost my license, now I can't drive.
That song was like on the air
in the
so
back.
much when I was a kid. Every time we got in the car,
in case I'm attacked. People say I'm crazy, but I have a good time.
all right, I'm not alone.
Yeah, but
Holy
Yeah,
Diver-
but if you saw some of the rows that he sends me, you would want to be alone.
No, I can't agree. Van Hagar is just a travesty.
so you guys ever listen to? Okay, you know, Accept, right?
yeah,
The band
balls to the wall.
Accept? Okay. Do you remember the other band that came out in the 80s that everyone ignored? Because Accept was a really good band, but never went anywhere except for one song, right? Balls to the Wall. Then there's another band that comes out of that whole fucking time, Autograph, right? Turn up the radio. Turn up the radio. No one remembers the other fucking song they had, Blondes in Black Cars, which is fucking amazing. The video is amazing. Everything's about it. It's fucking
I
amazing.
don't remember that one.
But here's the thing no one knows about them. They used to play under a different band name before they were Autograph. They chose Autograph when they got their record deal. They would open for Van Halen. They would open for Hagar. They would open for all the fucking LA guys you think are amazing. And every one of them, including Eddie Van Halen, would always say, these guys are so much better than us. They're going to be huge when they hit. And they never fucking hit. You know what I mean? Like, so to say Van Hagar, Van Halen, blah, 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 Blue Oyster Cult, it doesn't matter. It's what you like. Music is always going to be subjective. It is not fucking objective. The only thing we can agree on is that music is the glue that holds the world.
Here's the one thing, Bear. The one thing that every extreme of anything can agree on is that centrists suck balls.
And it don't matter how many hits.
And that
Hagar
counts for
Halen
music,
had-
that counts for politics, that counts for war games. It's like,
Jesus,
If-
fuck you.
if you're not part of a group, you suck.
Yeah, well, you know what? I am part of a group. We're called the Rational Thinking Members of Society. It's a really cool group.
Yeah,
I don't think that group exists.
I can prove that time is relative.
Why? Because it can be caught in a bottle?
No, but
Thank
that's
you, Jim
awesome.
Croce.
That's
Thank you,
awesome.
good song.
If you hold a hot coal in your hand for a second, it could feel like an hour. When you place your hand on the breasticle of a beautiful woman, an hour could seem like a second.
I don't know what exactly they've done to your brain with all these medical treatments, but that was fucking fascinating.
It makes sense though. A hot coal in your hand could, for a second, could seem like an hour.
What is a breasticle? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Thank you.
It's titties, man.
No. That's like she-male titties, and you know
Yeah,
it.
that's female titties. Right?
That's what that is, and you know it.
Not
You
only that,
know
but they're
it.
the ones that hang down past the belly button.
Oh, those are old ladyboy titties. Oh, geez.
I like what Manowar says, just like being bi. Pick a
Hagar
fucking
Halen
team
had
already.
more number one hits.
That's like being by pick a fucking no. I refuse to pick a team because picking a team is stupid and dumb.
Are you trying to tell us something?
No, not at all. It's James started it. Don't fucking get up my ass about it.
Just saying.
Van Hagar had more hit songs than Van Halen?
Yeah, but Van Halen had David Lee Roth, so who cares?
That seems like
I don't know about that. I saw him at the US Festival. He was a douche.
Shut
Oh
up.
yeah, he was a big douche on
He
a
was
lot of
working as a
cocaine.
paramedic.
Who
in
was a douche?
California.
Who was a douche? Who was a douche?
David Lee Roth.
No. The guy who was obsessed with his cock, did splits in the air and kung fu kicks and jumped around like a fucking prancing pony. He was a douche.
And did a lot of
Unlike
cocaine.
that, unlike those really, really quality members of society like Eddie and fucking Alex Van Halen.
Yeah, the guys that threatened not to pay the bass player any money because
No, they didn't pay the bass player.
yeah, but they told him all the time he didn't deserve his check because he didn't do anything.
Eddie Van
Yeah,
Halen left his
Forgetting all
guitar.
the times that he made
Bullied
the
the
song
shit
complete
out of
with
their basses.
background vocals and yeah.
Eddie Van Halen left his
I'm
guitar
telling you,
at Fred
this is a
Durst's
true
house.
story. Everybody knows it.
Called
The
Fred
bass
Durst,
player
was like,
said
"Hey,
so.
Fred, I want my guitar back." Fred's like, "No, you left it here. I'm keeping it." Eddie Van Halen, his drunk ass, climbed into a tank and drove it to Fred Durst's house and threatened to run the tank into the house while he was waving around a pistol, saying, "Give me back my fucking guitar." Yeah, that whole band was full of degenerates, and that's what made them great.
Yes. I think Eddie Van Halen, we will find out later in life, died of syphilis to the brain. Because he kind of went down that I have syphilis that was untreated crazy path, like a fucking French king or something. Like,
He
I'm
kinda
telling you, man.
didn't
He fucking went nuts at the end, man.
he completely lost.
But separate art from artist always.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will not like anything anymore.
He lost his
Welcome
hot
to my
rod.
world, Bear.
He
It's so
just
hard to
kinda
do that
started hanging
sometimes.
out.
Well, if you choose extreme things, you will always have extreme reactions. And that's why I am a centrist, because I believe in the Siddhartha Buddhist path of walking the center path and taking the best from both sides and leaving the bad ideas behind.
I just believe in being me.
Well, you're not a centrist. You're more like a centrifugist in that everything has to orbit around you.
You is right.
And
Sometimes
who-
I wake up and I'm like,
And you
damn,
don't choose violence?
my brother is awesome because he has me as his brother and he's the luckiest man ever.
Yeah.
And yet, sometimes, and by sometimes I mean every time I wake up, and the first thing I think about is, I hope my brother's okay. I better call him.
Oh, Jesus, this got saccharine all of a sudden.
I know, right? But anyway, I do when I call him and he answers, call him a fag though.
That's true.
So I mean,
That's hilarious. I love it.
I mean, to be fair,
Morning, fag, click.
I'm going to call him to make sure he's okay, but then when he answers the phone, I'm like, "What are you up to, fag?"
Howdy, Dungeon Minister. Things
Hey,
are
what's up,
Sorry
Padre?
you have to walk in on that.
The minister says I'm hungry.
He's been on my show, for Christ's sake. Come on.
Yeah.
He's actually had a conversation with me face to face. Please, this man
You are a
is
lucky man.
he is literally a man of God in that he tolerates all our bullshit.
Look.
Okay, like all of it.
Yeah,
If you question
Can't
Chinese
argue that one
religion,
bit.
you just have to remember, look what we have to work with. You've got Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism.
Yes. Chinese
Take
have a
what
lot of
we
hells,
want.
Jack.
Leave the rest. Kind of like your buffet.
Kind of like your buffet. Exactly.
And Jack's like, I don't even know what he means.
All right, I'm going to tell you about an accident. I don't want to hear act of God or nothing.
Yeah,
So that was your abandoned truck. Abandoned like hell.
Like,
he was in the chat on my show yesterday, my live stream right after this show, and we were having just incredible technical difficulties. My lag was just freaking
Your lag was
unprecedented.
lagtastic.
And yeah,
it was lagorific.
Lagorific. Maybe
It was a logarithm. He had a logarithm on his show.
I can't do a stream, it seems, without quoting something from Big Trouble in Little China.
It really,
And that's not a problem because it's one of the
It
greatest
really
movies.
does seem to be a thing. I've noticed.
outstanding, Wang.
Yeah.
You're not put on this world to get it, Mr. Button.
You were not brought upon this earth to get it, Mr. Burton.
Oh, I'll follow you there. No, wait a minute. I'll give you a ride. I thought you were going to follow me there. Yeah, and then I
I
came to
came to my senses.
It's
You don't
always
need to-
reflex.
Why don't you have me around the house sometime and tell me? But now that's 2,000 times 2.
Yeah. You don't even trust me, Jack? After all these years?
I thought we was just a couple of Californians hanging out.
No,
Yeah,
what I
right.
thought we were, racial differences aside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love that line.
Satya. Hello, Satya. How you doing, bro?
What the
What's happening,
fuck
man?
is that?
It's
It's
Shadwell.
my ice. My ice. I got this crunchy ice maker, and it's my new.
Man, you live in
Stop being an
California.
asshole.
Hang on, hang on. You live in California. You're married to a Mexican. I wouldn't be saying ice so loud if I was you.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah.
I'll suddenly hear a window open and catch her running across the back.
We have come so close to divorce just because of my support of ICE and Trump, etc. Because she came to this country legally, but then overstayed her visa and started doing some stuff to stay here that she shouldn't have done. But then she went and did everything and cleared everything up legal and everything, and she still thinks to this day she's an illegal alien and that Trump is talking about her specifically by name.
So, all right, here's what you do. You go to Apple Music or Spotify, whichever you want, and you download every version of Phil Collins' Illegal Alien that you can find, and then you play them all day on loop at full blast.
It's
No
I'm gonna-
Being
Yeah.
an illegal alien. Come on, man. You'll get divorced.
well, usually I just play Wall of Voodoo's Mexican radio as soon as we get in the car. We all, the whole family loves that song except Jackie.
I was dating a little Mexican chick.
yeah, I love that Dungeon Minister. The guy that did the meme. I sure hope my mother-in-law, who lives there,
123 Main Street, apartment 35, isn't deported.
I was dating this little Mexican girl when I was younger, and me and her
Thanks,
got in
Sasha.
an argument about something. And I told her to swim back across the river, something like that. We broke up directly after that.
I
You know,
can imagine.
I try to tell her, it's not the Mexicans because they've been here for like decades. It's all the other people that came in, and she just, nope, it's us Mexicans. I'm like, yeah, that's it. It's that.
Well, I hate
Tell her
to
to
say
tell her to
this
start self-identifying
because-
as an orc.
I hate to say this because it's like whatever, but many people who happen to be from Spanish-speaking nations have taken on this us versus them attitude about ICE. And it's really weird because like even the ones that are here legally are part of this tribalism and they need to get over it. Like no one was bitching when they deported 25 Russians from frickin' Ocala.
Hang on a second. I got to say something to OGG. You're right. He lives in the Baja. That's what he does now. He's in California, the old one. That's how it works.
And off grid,
There's a
no,
Navy
the Mexican
SEAL.
flag is because Jackie used to sit right here with me, every show until he,
I've never
Became a
understood
teenager
the whole-
and decided this shit was not cool anymore because that's what teenagers do.
I have
Yep.
never understood anybody, even in Mexico, wanting to wave a Mexican flag.
yeah, no, having been there, I fully agree.
I want to point out we all let Hungar get it. I was dating a little Mexican girl, to which I wanted to say, are there any other kind of Mexican women? They're all tiny.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not true. No.
I don't mean horizontally. I mean vertically.
Okay, that's fine.
So I was the last club.
We're
I
not
bounced
talking
in
about the
Vancouver.
Mexican women with the mustachios and
Yeah, those.
No,
are-
she
none
was
of
she
them
was
were
only in
there.
her she was only in her 20s, so her mustache
Oh,
hadn't
hadn't
came in
sprouted
yet.
yet. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I was the last club I bounced at in 2011 in Vancouver was called the Red Room, and we had Friday night was Latin night. We started calling it ESL night because basic English is a second language because all the Latinos who were at the Berlin
DSL night. I
were
know what that is.
ESL.
Oh,
English is a
okay. I was
second
going to
language.
say, damn, man.
No. Because all the Latino guys who were going to take classes in learning English would tell everybody at the school, hey, you should come down. So we'd have Thai and, Saudi, and everybody would come that night. It was crazy. But we fought a lot of fucking Mexican guys at that night because they would get drunk and get all fucking, Frito Bandito on us. And the one thing I can clearly say about Mexican men being in Vancouver, so I had an immediate comparison available to me, they make Chinese women look tall.
Yeah.
They are tiny. Like as a
in
people,
Florida, we call them roofing fairies because there's a bunch of little Mexicans up on the roof,
What?
just like stripping it and putting a brand new roof on there quicker than you can imagine. They're all just a bunch of little dudes.
They're tough. Don't get me wrong. They're tough as fuck, but they're tiny.
Yeah,
I remember I used to watch. Okay, I used to watch.
It's like, you know how like in German or Russian myth, you have like house fairies that come out and clean your house and fix your shoes or whatever. It's
They were originally they were just
except with
Mexicans.
roofs.
So in the 90s, I was really into, well, still was a bit, but I was really into wrestling. And I would get these tapes from a friend of mine of luchador stuff from Mexico. And there was this one guy, going on. And he was built like a brick shithouse. I'm like, this guy's fucking huge. Look at the size of this guy. And then he came to ECW or WCW and he stepped in the ring. I'm like, that is the most buff midget I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, we used to nickname those in the Army Pocket Herculeses.
Pocket Herculi.
Yeah, because it's like they're buff like Hercules, but you can pick them up and just put them in your pocket, pull them out later if you need them to
Goonie
fight.
Goo Goo, Red Hulk. Goonie Goo Goo.
Yeah, Goonie Goo Goo. But yeah, the whole tribalism of the ice thing, that needs to go away.
I think tribalism needs to go away regardless.
Oh, yeah, you guys give me shit for being a centrist.
Also, well, yeah, but I'm definitely not centrist. Waving a flag of a country that you refuse to go back to seems a little stupid.
Yeah, at least
It's like,
one thing
I'm
we
so
can,
proud to be a Mexican, but please don't send me back to Mexico.
one thing we can say about Jackie is he goes there every year.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, though. I mean, we've
Yeah.
got a cousin that lives there.
Yeah, he moved back to Taiwan.
Oh, he moved back to Taiwan?
He's making
Yeah,
that
he's
big
green,
bucks,
right?
working, translating Spanish and English in China.
Well, he speaks English, Spanish, and Cantonese
Cantonese and Mandarin.
and Mandarin.
But he doesn't speak Taiwanese?
No, I think
Yeah,
in
he
Taiwan they speak Cantonese.
It's Taiwanese is just like, it's like a dialect. It's not a full language.
But basically, yeah, he got a job making shit tons of money as a translator for like businesses and shit.
And Taiwan's not a real country anyway.
Well,
That's
thank
wrong.
you, fucking Chairman Z.
That
China,
is wrong, sir. You have Taiwan and you have mainland Taiwan.
you have China, and you have island China. China's in the heart, Mr. Button.
When did you become a communist?
China's in the heart.
Yeah, imperial China is
Yeah, but
China
somebody
is
else
here.
is
What
arguing
does that
and
mean?
somebody
China
else.
is here.
Goonie Goo Goo,
Okay, buddy,
right?
lay down.
Bunny.
Good and relax.
Aunt Bunny, who was, I think she was supposed to be Puerto Rican.
Basic.
And Eddie
Climb the
Murphy.
fuck out of tree, though, don't you,
always
Gus?
going off.
She's a Bigfoot.
She a Bigfoot,
She's a
ain't she, Gus?
Bigfoot.
She shaved the bitch down, taught her how to talk.
I took the kids fishing, and they stuck their head in the. They looked at each other, stuck their head in the water, pulled out a fish in their mouth, looked at each other again, and said "Goonie Goo Goo." I'm like, what the fuck is Goonie Goo Goo?
What the fuck is Goonie Goo Goo mean, Gus? You shaved the bitch down, taught her how to talk. We didn't teach her how to climb no fucking stairs, but she climbed the fuck out of a tree, though, huh, Gus?
Yeah, poor Eddie Murphy. He could never do like the let's do a new Delirious tour. You know what I mean?
He
He
did
couldn't
it
do
raw.
it. People would be trying to kill him.
He
China's
did
in
raw.
the cabinet, Mr. Button.
Well, I mean raw, but you get what I'm saying. Like back in the 80s when he's doing all that crazy shit.
No, he was talking about how he said in Raw, when he talks about how Mr. T, found out that he was doing gay jokes about me, and I was like scared because Mr. T beat me up. And then Michael Jackson found out Michael Jackson was angry. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what Michael Jackson says.
Right? He's like, I mean, because Michael Jackson is not Clubber Lang.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently in real life, before he became Mr. T, he was a bouncer at clubs in Detroit and used to literally knock people the slap out.
Yeah, he also competed in the bouncer Olympics. Basically, he was many times bouncer of the year.
Yeah, that guy apparently could hit like a freaking ton of bricks. You
But he
don't
won't go
wanna
get on
mess
no
with
plane.
Clubber Lang.
Stay in drugs. Do your school.
I ain't getting on no plane.
Be nice to your mama. That's one of his best songs, his rap song.
Be nice to your mama. And
Be nice to your mama.
The best rap song though is Mr. Rogers against Mr. T rap battle.
Oh, well, that's the epic rap battles of history thing.
Holy fuck! Do you see the new ones they have, which is always chicks now?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
suck.
They are so shit now.
Yeah.
They used to be so good. Like the fucking J.R.R. Tolkien, George R.R. Martin one was fucking
Really good.
amazing.
Really good.
All right, well, I'm gonna get off of here.
It is getting about that time.
So,
The,
hey, quick question, James: are you now doing earlier shows?
I do shows when my wife's working so that when she's off work, we can hang out.
All right.
Aw.
She had me buy her this game called Azul, and I need to figure out how to play it.
I'm gonna make some tuna fish salad.
However, the other game that
That
I
sounds
bought,
good.
It's just tuna.
Which is called,
We know it's a fish.
it's
It's just
called
tuna.
Getaway or whatever. It's the one I told you where everyone starts in a center room and you have to escape from the space station before it explodes. That shit is hilarious.
How you
Wait,
doing, pal?
I got to pick on Hunger a little bit more. You're gonna make a tuna fish salad. Is that awesome? That's really good. Are you gonna make some beef mammal burgers tomorrow and
Yes,
maybe
I'm gonna have
some
beef-
chicken
I'm gonna have
Asian
some
nuggets
I'm
later?
gonna have some cow beef burgers tomorrow.
No. Cow mammal.
Cow mammal burgers. That's right.
'Cause
I
we
get
know
what he's
tuna's a
saying.
fucking
I get what he's
fish.
saying. I get
Yeah.
it. Because you said
Tuna
Okay,
fish
I'm gonna make
salad.
some tuna
tuna
salad.
fish.
I'm
Look
gonna
at
make-
that.
As if there's like tuna mammal or tuna
Well,
birds.
when you go to Subway, it's tuna fish.
Yeah, but you should never listen to anything they're saying in Subway.
You should also never eat at Subway. None
I
of it's
never eat
good.
at Subway.
Yeah, I mean,
You know that in the
that-
EU
that-
and in
that's
Ireland,
gotta be
they're
good.
not allowed to call what they serve bread
Yeah, it's cake.
because according to the ingredients, it has so much sugar, it qualifies as cake in the fucking EU and Ireland.
I forget. I think it's Pizza Hut. Look into it yourself, my friends. But one of the big pizza companies from America, they add sugar to their pizza dough.
A lot of them add
Or
sugar to the
Splenda
salt.
or some shit. Some kind of sweetener. So, I mean, it's just not good for you.
What's up,
You
Dean?
can tuna guitar, but not tuna fish.
I
It was originally piano, but yeah.
might make a tuna sandwich too. I've got some nice, like, marbled rye. I've got some good dill pickles, a little tomato, you know. Throw down a little tuna salad.
So
On
I
rye
miss
bread.
bread. I miss bread quite a bit. I miss potatoes a lot because diabetic
Oh, God.
sucks. But man, if there was one bread I'm gonna eat again, it's gonna happen, and I know it'll be a shit week when I do. Challah.
Challah bread?
Oh, they make in this city. You can get the best fucking challah bread here, man. Like
I,
Mom makes
I
bread.
was amazed and surprised at how many Jewish people live in Canada.
in Montreal is a pretty Jewish city.
Our mom makes the best challah bread.
That is a fact. I don't.
Never
Well,
had
okay. Is it the best? It's the best I've ever had. It's nice and crispy, kind of on the outside where the egg wash is, but on the inside, it's just so freaking.
And does she twist it in the knot so it has
Yeah.
She
the
braids it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be braided, and then you
Oh,
got to
yeah.
put the egg wash on the top.
Oh fuck yeah!
My mom
We have a
doesn't
s-
buy bread. She
all my
only ever
friends are
makes
like,
bread.
all my friends are like, oh, you get smoked meat on rye. I'm like, you ever had smoked meat on challah? Mm-hmm. It's fucking
Usually when we challah bread, especially back when we did our observances, we didn't make sandwiches out of it. We just cut a slice of it and ate it with whatever we were eating. You know?
That's fair too. I mean, it's great for sopping up and stuff like that. But man, you make a good sandwich, a challah, pastrami, pastrami and challah, it's so good.
Ooh.
No, see, for me, it's got to be marble rye, pastrami, deli mustard. You know
Swiss
what I'm saying?
cheese.
It's just what it is. No cheese.
You can't have a Reuben without Swiss cheese and Thousand Island.
Nope.
You can, because I do often at
It's
the
not a
local
Reuben.
tavern.
So do you know how they define a goy in Montreal? Smoked meat on white with mayo.
That doesn't even sound good.
No, it's not.
Well, I don't eat white bread. And like I said, my mom doesn't
She
buy
don't buy
bread ever. She makes bread fresh every other day.
Sauerkraut's good.
Yes, the
That's
sauerkraut has to go on. It's got to be your corned beef and sauerkraut. And if you like Thousand Island, you can do that. But the second you throw that Swiss cheese on that sandwich, it's not kosher.
I don't care about kosher. I'm not Jewish.
That's a fair point.
So as I said, my best friend Sam's mom, Judy Kalmans, they were Jewish. She was a Holocaust studies professor at Concordia University. We went to high school. We went to supper with them one night at the Howard Johnsons, and she ordered a ham and cheese with bacon on white bread. And her husband, who was much more observant than her, went, "Judy, please, we're Jewish." And she said, "Well, my family didn't survive Hitler for me not to enjoy bacon."
My great grandmother would freak out if she saw you mixing meat and dairy, but she would eat like a pork roast every other day.
Yep.
So I don't know if it was a Russian thing. Like when she made borscht, it started with sausage. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, I thought borscht was vegetarian." Well, apparently not. You know? So, I mean, you just put whatever you want in it and a lot of beets. So
I'm a
That
Christian
would be-
American, so I eat what I want.
that would be my pop's
Amen, brother.
grandmother.
Listening to you describe that borscht home brings to mind is, give me a C, a bouncy C.
Right?
You take some sausage and some pureed beets, and you put them in a pot, and then your little spices and a da-da-da and a dee-dee-dee and whatever the hell else you want to throw in there.
Oh, I will tear up some matzo ball soup.
Yeah.
This is delicious.
Well, I mean, all it is
Never had it.
like another kind of chicken dumpling.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty delicious.
Yeah.
Dean Powell, are Danish meatballs like Swedish meatballs, or are they more like Italian meatballs? Which way do the Danish meatballs cut?
That's
'Cause
a
I ain't
good
never heard
question.
of Danish meatballs.
I can say I kind of have because of my wife.
So what are
And-
Danish meatballs?
When she makes like meatloaf instead of ketchup and stuff like that, it has a lot of like cream and mushroom, like cream of
Frikadella.
mushroom and stuff.
Well,
But
Oh, they're
yeah,
flattened.
She doesn't make American meatloaf like, with the cooked ketchup on the top. It's
Yeah.
like cream.
Mom started making sweet meatloaf.
That's weird.
She puts a little brown sugar in with the ketchup.
Yeah, I don't eat meatloaf if it has ketchup on it.
I don't put anything on my meatloaf. If you want to put something on it, you can put on it after it's done cooking. I just want meat and
That's
cheese.
But the meatloaf she makes is kind of like the IKEA Swedish meatballs, except it's a giant meatloaf.
So
Oh,
wait, so you said you won't eat meatloaf with ketchup on it?
No,
So is it fair to say you would do anything for love, but you won't do that?
it is.
you bastard.
And
I'm
love
out of
that
here, guys.
song, and I love that band.
Peace, love, and chicken grease, everybody.
Bye,
And he
Hungar.
was the best part of the Rocky Horror Picture
Take it easy, brother.
He was the best part of Fight Club, too, because Bob had bitch tits.
During Project Mayhem, no one has a name, but when you die, you have a name. And his name was something Paulson, Bob Paulson, Robert Paulson. And they buried
Well,
him.
I'm going to bounce too. So, gentlemen, you have yourselves a great day.
Yep, it is that time.
Yeah, it is.
Lovely to see you all.
Saxis showed up just in time for that.
Just in time. So, Saxius, are Swedish meatballs and Danish meatballs, do they taste the same? Because if so, I'm never touching fucking Danish meatballs because Swedish meatballs are gross. Give me Italian meatballs any fucking day of the week.
Italian meatballs are good.
Man, Italians are just good fucking cooks.
Yeah.
And so are Greeks, and so are Lebanese. What is it about the Mediterranean that makes for great cuisine?
Well, I mean, a lot of like, I mean, growing up, my pop and we used to go to like falafel stands. We used to, you know, do a lot of stuff like that because, like, in Israel, that's very common. Falafel, you know, stuffed grape leaves, very common.
Yeah.
Couscous, very common.
The Mediterranean has access to spice. That doesn't necessarily make it great because the English empires had a lot of access to spice for a long time, and their cuisine sucks.
All right, gents. I will see you guys later.
Yeah, I got to bounce too. Bye, guys. Take care. Peace, love, and
Take
geek.
care.
Peace. I'm telling you, Hungar. Peace, love, and geek.
I will tell you this: in Russia, the main spice is salt, pepper, and dill. Basically, it's like if you ever grow up eating Russian food, you're gonna have salt, pepper, and dill in about everything. So, but I mean, I like those things. So, you know, it's like, and growing up in Kentucky, we didn't have spices except black pepper. That was, salt and black pepper. And that was basically the spice, if you're cooking like a hunk of meat, you put salt and pepper on it, and then you cooked it, and then you ate it. But peace and love to all of you guys. I hope you had a good time. Hot Take Miniatures, yeah, I guess we won't talk about that, but since we decided to talk about every other thing. But now my wife, she uses, salt, pepper, seasoned salt, freaking garlic powder, garlic and everything. My wife doesn't cook anything that doesn't have like garlic in it, which I love. That's probably why I hardly ever get sick. We eat freaking pounds of garlic and cabbage. We eat so much cabbage in this house. It's crazy, And her new thing is she has learned that and this is a trick for you guys before I go. If you ever want to make cabbage, like fried, stir fried, whatever cabbage, she has learned that you can sometimes find coleslaw, the bags of pre-shredded for coleslaw. And instead of buying a head of cabbage, you can buy that bag of pre-shredded cabbage, which will have onion or carrots in it sometimes, and sometimes purple cabbage, right? And just throw that in the pan with the butter and the garlic and the whatever, And it works out, and it's really easy. It cuts down on prep work, and even on top of that, sometimes it's actually cheaper than a good big head of cabbage. You chew on ghost peppers, you're crazy. That's what that is. And I am an aficionado of good curries, especially vindaloos. So heat is not a thing, but there is a limit to where there's a nice bit of heat that maybe kicks some endorphins and stuff. And then there's the heat where you can't actually taste the food because your insides are dying. And I don't want that second part Red Hulk. I'm not with that. I like a nice heat, a little bit of burn just to make me feel like a way. But if I can't taste the food, why am I eating it? Like crazy. But anyway, if you like cabbage, you want to make homemade cabbage rolls or homemade fried cabbage and sausage or whatever, look at those coleslaw pre-packs, because sometimes you can get them buy one, get one. Sometimes they're really cheap, and it's really easy. Just throw them in a pan with a little butter, and you're done. And every one of you old bastards should be eating more cabbage than you are. I'm telling you that right now to keep you prostrate and all of that other stuff from getting the big C word we don't like. So eat some cabbage. Plus, it'll make you more Slavic, and you'll be strong like bull.